Did you know a staggering 65% of rebound relationships fail within the first 6 months? Now let's unravel why. Rebound relationships, a term many of us are familiar with, but do we truly understand the depth of it? Picture this. A person has just gone through a heartbreaking split. They're feeling lost, lonely, and in desperate need of comfort. So they jump headfirst into a brand new relationship. It seems like a great idea at the time, right? A perfect distraction from the pain, a quick fix to fill the void. But here's the catch. When someone plunges into a new relationship without giving themselves ample time to heal, they're not truly ready to commit to this new person. They're still carrying the emotional baggage from their last relationship, and this baggage becomes a hefty load that neither party is prepared to carry. This lack of emotional readiness, coupled with the unresolved feelings for their ex, is the psychological cocktail that leads to the downfall of most rebound relationships. It's like trying to plaster a new picture over an old one without cleaning the frame first. The old emotions seep through, tainting the new relationship with residues of the past. That's why a whopping 65% of these relationships don't make it past the 6-month mark. It's a tough pill to swallow, especially when you're the one left holding the pieces of a relationship that was doomed from the start. But what happens when you find out you were just a rebound? Imagine the shock, the anger, and the pain of realizing that you were used as a rebound. You've been an emotional safety net, a buffer against the pain of a previous relationship. It's like a punch to the gut, isn't it? This is the aftermath of being a rebound. It's a time of emotional turmoil, swirling with feelings of betrayal and anger. You may feel like you've been deceived, used, and then discarded. You may question your worth, thinking if you were only good enough to fill a temporary void. Trust me, it's a rough ride, and it's okay to feel this way. Now, let me share a story with you. There was a woman named Lisa. She was vibrant and full of life. She fell for a man who had recently ended a long-term relationship. She was his rebound. When she found out, she was devastated. She felt used, betrayed, and her self-esteem took a massive hit. But let's not forget, the aftermath isn't just about feeling low, it's also about processing these emotions, understanding them, and then using them as stepping stones towards healing. Lisa, for instance, started journaling her feelings. She wrote about her anger, her pain, her feelings of betrayal. She poured out her heart on paper. It was therapeutic. It helped her understand her feelings better, and she started seeing things from a new perspective. The aftermath of being a rebound can be tough. It's a whirlwind of negative emotions that can leave you feeling drained. But remember, it's a phase. It's not a life sentence. It's a part of the journey towards healing, towards understanding yourself better, and towards becoming stronger. So, if you're going through this, know that you're not alone, and know that this too shall pass. It might seem like the end of the world, but believe me, it's not. Ever heard the saying, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger"? It applies to more than just physical trials. Emotional experiences, even the painful ones, are the chisels that shape us. They're the raw, unfiltered lessons of life that, while difficult, are often the most transformative. And being used as a rebound, that's a masterclass in self-discovery if ever there was one. Imagine this. You're the protagonist in your life story. You've just been through a tough chapter. You were used as a rebound and it stings. But here's the twist. Instead of letting this setback define you, you use it as a catalyst for change. You take that hurt, that confusion, and you channel it into understanding, into growth. You start to understand your worth, your desires, what you're willing to tolerate, and what you absolutely won't. You look at that relationship, and instead of just seeing the pain, you see the lessons. You see the signs you overlooked, the red flags you ignored. You see the kind of person you don't want to be with, and by contrast, the kind of person you do want. You learn to embrace your fears and negative thoughts, not as something to be ashamed of, but as a part of your journey. You acknowledge them, you feel them, and then you let them go. You replace them with self-love, with the knowledge that you are enough, just as you are. And in the end, you emerge stronger, wiser, and more resilient. You're a better version of yourself, not despite the experience, but because of it. You've learned to value your own happiness, to prioritize your own needs. You've discovered that self-love isn't just about treating yourself kindly, it's about demanding that same kindness from others. The silver lining in being used as a rebound isn't just about healing, it's about growth. It's about transforming a painful experience into a powerful lesson. It's about realizing that every experience, good or bad, has the potential to shape us, to transform us, to make us stronger. Remember, your worth is not determined by someone else's validation. You are your own hero, and this is just another chapter in your epic tale. Healing from a rebound relationship is not an overnight process, but it's absolutely possible. Like the rising sun after a night of darkness, healing comes gradually, in its own time and pace. Let's imagine a scenario where you're a gardener and your heart, a garden. You've just removed a plant that wasn't thriving, leaving a vacant patch of soil. That's where you stand after a rebound relationship. The soil may feel barren and devoid of life, but remember, it's rich with potential. Now, how do you help this garden flourish again? First, you need to accept that the old plant is gone. It's okay to feel the void, to feel loss. Acceptance is the first step towards healing. It's the act of acknowledging the empty patch of soil and understanding that it's time for something new to grow. Next, focus on self-love. This is like nurturing the soil with water and sunlight, giving it the care it needs to support new life. Self-love is a powerful tool. It's about recognizing your worth and understanding that it's not defined by someone else's validation. It's about treating yourself with kindness, even on the hardest days. Then, concentrate on personal growth. This is the process of planting new seeds, of cultivating new thoughts, perspectives, and strengths. Personal growth is about learning from the past and using it to shape a better future. It's about realizing that every experience, good or bad, is a chance to learn and grow. Finally, be patient. Just like you can't rush a seed to sprout, you can't rush the healing process. It takes time to recover, to grow, to bloom again. But every day, with every act of self-love and every step towards personal growth, you're getting closer to that moment of bloom. Remember, it's okay to have fears and negative thoughts. They're part of the healing process. But by embracing them with acceptance, nurturing yourself with love, and focusing on growth, you'll find your way out of the shadows and into the sunlight. Healing from a rebound relationship is not an overnight process, but it's absolutely possible. Through pain comes growth, and in growth, there's the promise of a better tomorrow. And finally, the part we've all been waiting for, moving on. This chapter is all about embracing the future. Yes, rebound relationships can be tough, and the healing process might be even tougher, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel. The first step to moving on is to accept what happened. You were in a rebound relationship, and it ended. It's okay. You've learned, you've grown, and you're stronger now. The second step is to keep your mind open and positive. Don't let one bad experience tarnish your view on love and relationships. Remember, every relationship, good or bad, teaches us something. Use this knowledge to improve your future relationships. Thirdly, it's important to let go of any resentment or anger. Holding on to these negative emotions only holds you back. Forgive not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve peace. Lastly, don't rush into another relationship. Take your time. Love yourself first. And when you're ready, love will find you. Remember, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. Now, don't you want to know more about how to build healthier relationships? Watch the next video on the screen and let's continue this journey together.